Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back for another top 5 videos. In this top 5 we are going to be talking about my favorite highlighters. So my top must-have highlighters to have in your collection if you're about my skin tone, a little bit lighter or a little bit deeper. I feel like you can get away with these highlighters. So if you're interested in seeing what my top 5 highlighters are, then please keep on watching. So my first highlighter has to be my Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo. This is in the number 2. They do have the Makeup Forever highlighters just out singly, but I've had the Pro Sculpting Duo since these highlighters came out and before they came out with a single pan. So I wasn't going to buy a whole new one because it's expensive and I don't have the money for it. So I figured I'd just use this one up, and when I'm run out or when I hit pan or whatever, just buy the whole pan. This one is the one that I have on my face, and oh my gosh, it is just so gorgeous. It's one of those highlighters that makes your skin beam and just pop. It just gives you an overall glow, and it gives you that glistening glow. So it's less of a natural kind of everyday highlight. Depending on how much you apply and how much you use it, it can go from an everyday highlighter to a, oh my gosh, boom, bam, like highlight is popping, gleaming to the gods. You know what I mean? So this one is just, it's very pretty. It's that golden base highlighter. So for deeper and darker skin tones, it doesn't look ashy on our skin tone. It actually gives it an overall glow. So this one, this Pro Sculpting Duo, I think retails for about $36 to $42. I'm not sure, just because there's this bronzer pan and then the highlighter. So with the two of these, it's about that amount. But this is so beautiful and definitely one of my favorites. So the next one is another OG of mine. This is none other than the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. If you guys have been watching my channel for a long time, or you've just been watching beauty videos for a long time, you've more than likely heard about Laura Geller's Gilded Honey if you own it, or you've just heard someone rave about it. It's also another one of those golden, glistening glow highlighters. This is the smaller pan. I believe they come out with larger ones now, but it is just a really shiny, beamy, metallic, wet kind of highlighter. Oh my gosh, it also retails for about $32, I believe, 36 to 32 bucks. I'll have everything listed down below with the prices as well, the links also. So if I'm not quoting it right, just go ahead and check the link down below. But this highlighter is also gorgeous for the medium to deep skin tone ranges, as well as a little bit lighter than the medium skin tone range can get away with it as well. It also gives that glisten, wet kind of look. I will go ahead and swatch it on my wrist for you guys so you guys can see it. It just kind of gives it a little bit of a wet look. This one I am a little bit lighter handed with it just because it can get a little bit ashy, especially in the summer months when I'm a little bit darker. So the next one is my all-time favorite drugstore highlight. I am so happy that Maybelline finally came out with highlighters because no brand in the drugstore really has a really good highlighter. So this is the Maybelline Master Chrome highlight. Oh my god, when I talk about beaming, this highlighter is beaming. It is also that wet, foiled look. It's super creamy and super pigmented, so you don't need to go in as heavy as you would with, say, a regular pressed powdered highlight, sort of something like the Laura Geller, because this one's a little bit softly pressed. It's a little bit more of a softer texture, so you don't need to go in as tense. This also retails for about $9.99, or about 10 bucks at Walgreens, Walmart, whatever it may be. So super inexpensive, but you still get that ultra high definition highlight. Like, you can be beaming on a budget. So the next highlighter is definitely one of my top 3 highlighters. This is the Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow. This one is a little bit more on that bronzy side as opposed to the golden side. So once again, it can be a little bit more ashy depending on how you apply it, but it's still an amazing highlighter. It's super pigmented. They've recently came out with just the solid one. They used to not make it like this, but as you can see, it's a little bit more of that bronzy as opposed to a little more on the golden side, but still super gorgeous, super pigmented. You don't need a lot to apply this highlighter all over your face unless you're like me and you just want to apply a lot, but you don't need a lot when it comes to this highlighter. This highlighter is a little bit more expensive because it is Bobbi Brown, so it's about 42 bucks, I believe, 42 to 46 bucks. So a little more expensive, but it's definitely worth it because it's going to become a staple in your highlighter collection. So the last highlighter is definitely one of the softer highlighters in my collection. This is a Becca Topaz, which is ultimate brown girl highlighter. Like, if you are brown, this is a staple in your collection. It's more of a golden bronzy, like it's hard to explain. It's darker in tone, so it doesn't look as light as these do. It's more of that bronzy kind of like Gold Deposit by MAC, something like that, a little more golden and deeper in tone. This highlighter is also super finely milled, so you don't need a lot, and it's also a softer highlight. So you're not going to get a wet look like you will with the Master Chrome. You're going to get a little bit more of a natural glow, but that's some people's niche, you know what I mean? Some people like a little bit more natural, and if you want to glow but not overdo it, say for work or whatever it may be, this is going to be a great highlighter for you. And Becca also has a range of highlighters, so they are really softly pressed, so be careful if you travel with them because they will crack or shatter, but super good, super amazing. Like, I love Becca's highlighters. I have almost the whole collection. I'm missing a few, but they're very good highlighters. So that pretty much wraps up my top 5, but I wanted to honorary mention the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powders. This one's in the shade Conceited. I used it in the last makeup tutorial I did, and it looks like this. So it's a little bit lighter, more on the Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow kind of shade. So with this one, I love to pile it on because these are super, super pigmented, but also being careful because there's not like a true bronze, kind of like Topaz, for that collection of Artist Couture powders. But they're super inexpensive and they're very good. They're just loose powders as opposed to pressed. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and also let me know what other top 5 videos you would like to see. Those are, however, my top 5 highlighters. Let me know what your top 5 highlighters are, or even your top 3 highlighters. I would love to know what your must-haves are if I don't have them in my top 5 or in my collection in general. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Mwah. Bye.